If you're looking for downtown office space, this has likely come up in your brain where you're asking yourself, gosh, should I be downtown? Should I be in Morningside? Should I be in the Dunes? Should I be in Elk Point? Where really is the best place in Sioux City for my business? Today we're taking you downtown. We're pointing out the good, the bad, the ugly. No sales pitch, I promise. Just straight facts for you to decide and make a decision that's best for you and for your business on where you could be the most successful. Thanks for joining. We're going downtown Sioux City.
Before we jump into the pros and cons about why you maybe should consider downtown, let's talk about why downtown matters. A lot of people assume that downtown has a lot of outdated inventory, and that's just not true. Although there are beautiful historic buildings that have that kind of older ambiance, there are a lot of buildings that have been modernized and brought up to date, and then we do have some new construction. Sioux City still continues to be the mecca for professional services. This is where you'll find most of our law offices, our banking institutions, other things that serve other businesses. So if your business serves other businesses, downtown really does deserve serious consideration. Pro number one, professional image. Let's start with one of the biggest advantages. First impressions matter. So when a client comes downtown to see historical architecture and professional office towers, that can actually make or break your business. For certain businesses, image directly impacts revenue. These businesses often benefit from being located in a professional environment.
Okay, pro tip number two, affordability. I think many people think that downtown office space is way more expensive than it normally is. And that simply just may not be true. Why is the reason for that? So a lot of spaces downtown are already built out for office. So if they don't have to do any construction, any demo, things like that, they can obviously offer a more affordable option for you guys. When they have the office layouts already in place, you're talking they already have the private offices, they've got the conference rooms, they got the reception areas, the break rooms, infrastructure is already there. So they could save a tenant a lot of money in the build up by already offering finished space.
Pro tip number three, walkability. And who doesn't love to walk downtown on a beautiful, beautiful day like today? Think about your employees. Can they walk to lunch, coffee, meetings, networking events? Downtown offers something very few other areas of Siouxland can provide, a true walkable business district. For many young professionals, this really matters.
Pro number four, access to clients. Downtown Sioux City is really central to everything. You've got so many things down here that if your business really requires you to be an easy space for your clients to get to you, downtown should really be a space you want to look at. If you've got clients that are reaching you from Lamar's, Elk Point, Dakota Dunes, maybe clear over in Morningside, Sergeant Bluff, this is a really central meeting location. So this is always a great spot. Finally, pro number five, character. Many downtown buildings have some really cool characteristics that you simply cannot recreate in a new office park. You just can't do it. We're talking the large windows, beautiful murals, high ceilings, all of that stuff really matters. And it's very, very cool, even though it's not measurable. It still comes in as pro number five.
Now let's talk some challenges. Obviously, every segment in Siouxland has its pros and cons. So con number one, parking perception. This is typically one of the biggest complaints that we hear about is there's just no parking in downtown. That's just simply not true. It's not as bad as people think, but it does require some extra planning. For example, if you're a business that maybe serves the older community and you need parking spots right up front to your business, then maybe downtown isn't optimal for you.
Con number two, older buildings. Historical buildings are absolutely beautiful, but they're older. So that comes with maybe some costs, some additional costs on your end that you really need to budget for. You need to evaluate things like the internet infrastructure, the HVAC system, how tall are your windows? Is that going to produce extra heating costs for you in the wintertime? We're talking elevators, accessibility, maintenance, operating expenses, all of those things now are added to your bottom line. So as a business, does that fit with you? Does that work for you? Every downtown building is different. You cannot assume two buildings are comparable simply because they're next door to each other.
Con number 3, build out costs. Now you may say to yourself, hey, wait a minute, that was actually a pro that you guys talked about. Well, that's if you actually need only office space. But if you need a specialized space, then older buildings in downtown may not be the right fit for you because it could be costly to do the things that you need to do to your space. Think about a restaurant. They need a hood system. So is the building designed to be able to have a hood system go all the way up to the top? Those types of things. Grease traps are specifically important right now and under scrutiny from the EPA. So it can add additional build-out costs if you have a specialized use for your business.
Con number 4, limited modern inventory. Sioux City downtown really does have limited options of true Class A office space. So if that's something that you guys are wanting all the modern amenities, you are limited with your downtown option.
Con number 5. Some businesses actually really require high visibility and traffic counts. So not every business belongs downtown. So if your business relies on drive-by traffic, examples like cell phone, automotive, convenience retail, quick service restaurants, for those types of businesses, the much more heavily trafficked corridors of Siouxland would probably make better sense.
Okay, final verdict. Thank you for being patient, sticking with us this long here. We would really encourage you to consider downtown if you are any sort of consulting firm, any sort of CPA, an architect, an engineer, any sort of office user, absolutely. But if you need drive-through, if you are a distribution company, downtown may not be the right space for you and for your business. That's why when Jennifer Rose Bass and I work with tenants, we don't start with the building. We start with the business. And we find the location that will support the business.
So if you're considering leasing office space anywhere in Siouxland, we'd be happy to help you. Please leave a comment below and let us know where you're currently located and what type of business you operate. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.